I don't even know your name.
You never asked.
Maybe I want to try and guess it.
Well, go ahead then.
Sarah?
Oh, dear friend of mine, I told you when we first met that I would like to be your friend, play together, take pictures, watch films. Love you, I do, my beautiful sister. Sister, not wife.
I guess you could call me a completionist.
I guess I could call you a nut.
I just want to hug her one more time.
You think you're the only one who found love and lost it? You think only your suffering is real and the rest of us were just pretending?
Staring down from my tower, I wonder, how come none of the burning people passing by are screaming in pain? They don't want to feel that the apocalypse is here. They must be blind, ignorant animals moving in circles. They must be robbed of all their senses. Make them see that the apocalypse is not a biblical or a physical one. The apocalypse is here in form of corruption. The apocalypse is here.
Just can we pause? Can we have a at the end, like, listen up and support indie films? Indie, like,
Okay.
Yeah. I had to mention it, otherwise it was gonna, be on my head the whole time.
No, for sure, man. And of course, man, I mean, what we just watched, I mean, that's a trailer for this project, my man. And before we get into the film, I did have questions about yourself as far as your inspiration. I mean, what was it that got you into filmmaking? I mean, were you writing first? Let me ask you that.
So yeah, this is my first project for sure, and yeah. Can we restart?
No, yes.
So my thing is that you get that there's like a typo in the subtext there. Can we change that?
Oh yes, on the header.
Yeah, it was like Inie film instead of indie, so that I was, that would mess with my brain.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Yes, sir. Yeah, we got that corrected. We'll get that on there right now, my man.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
There we go. Got it. Now that's going to be on the header itself, right?
Yeah, it was at the very end. Yeah.
Here we go. Hold on, for some reason, I don't know if it's throwing it out there, but we're going to watch right now. Okay, and that's going to be, I'm going to go to the Instagram right quick. Here we go. We got it, my man. Wait for it to reset and go, but be ready to go, bro. I mean, everything's getting lined up. Once it kicks in, we'll be good.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But yes, I mean, of course, I appreciate you jumping on this. I mean, of course, when it comes to timing, I mean, of course, I'm here in the States. You are not in the U.S. Tell us where you're at right
now. Athens right now. Here's where we film the principal photography of the film. So yeah, Athens, Greece. Yeah, it's quite I'm quite relaxed. It's quite like quite late here. So but yeah, that's good.
No, and of course, and like I was asking earlier, my man, when it comes to doing what it is, because this is your first film project, was there a lot of pressure going into this?
I mean, it was only pressure, but there's lots of people. I mean, the vast majority of filmmakers are just stuck with that pressure. So if you eat into it, you just keep eating on and on. So yeah, you have to just take the leap and go for it. You can't feel pressure or stuff like that. Otherwise, there's already so many challenges. If you add pressure on that or whatever stage track, it's just gonna probably get you stuck for a while.
No, yeah. I mean, and that's the thing. I've heard it said many times. I mean, there's no perfect timing. If you keep waiting for the perfect weather, the perfect everything, you're never going to get started. So that makes sense. I mean, a lot of times, especially when you film outdoors,
it reminds me. It reminds one day we were literally in a forest one of the shooting days, and we literally start like doing rain dances and all that, because we really wanted rain to make the scene more dramatic. And it was supposed to rain. The weather app said so, but it just wouldn't rain. So it was, yeah, that's perfect timing you can get. I mean, it's still better than to get rain when you don't want, I guess. So yeah, there's that, I guess.
No, for sure, man. But I mean, did you guys add that? Did you guys end up doing that, or did you add it to the film?
The rain, you mean like in visual effects or CGI?
Right.
So I mean, right now I don't have the budget to go through like the whole post-production process, like the basic steps. So that's like very optional. But no, the scene doesn't need it. You know, we were just like, you know, hoping for like a cool bonus. But right now trying to cover other stuff with CGI, have a bigger priority. And that's there was another scene which I talked with the CGI artist about some other type of rain, more horror. I mean, we're on a horror podcast, so it was a blood rain. I can just go ahead and say it. And yeah, the costs are like huge to make it realistic, to actually see like hit the ground and all that. So yeah, that's a big effect. Yeah.
No, for sure, man. Well, hopefully you guys get rain. You'll be able to record it and add it to the film. You know, I mean, I know you wanted to have that added to it, but of course, I mean, the storyline. I mean, when it comes to this film, the title itself is pretty powerful, I would say. You know, it's something that's a big subject. I mean, I'm sure many people have talked about it or are talking about it. But when it comes to the movie itself, what drew you to pick the title for that?
I can write a 20-page essay just about the title. The title, that's it. It's well, first of all, it's checks all the boxes when it comes to marketing. Like, it's short, it's catchy, it's kind of it grabs your attention. But it just it just represents the film in a perfect way. It's at its essence is. It's sin before church, like it's, sex before church. So yeah, it's the symbolism. I really like the symbolism. It's one of the few things that when I came out with it really early in the pre-production process, I was like, sure, like, yeah, this is it. So yeah, but it's more the same. The film is like extremely personal. There's lots of symbolism, and yeah, this is the shortest version and the most catchy one I could encapsulate the whole thing. Yeah.
No, for sure. I mean, it definitely grabbed my attention. I mean, I know when we first started talking, I said, okay, I mean, I was definitely interested in this. I mean, bringing you on here, of course. Now, when it comes to getting the movie going, I mean, what's the how many are involved in this film? Let me ask you. When it comes to cast, I mean, crew, of course, the crew is always there, but total.
Total. I mean, the main cast. You mean just the actors, or like the whole filming crew?
Well, just the main actors.
The main. So the main idea of the film is isolation. Like I kind of try to go for that, the Shining feel, like the. Or there's like other films with just a few actors. So though we have scenes with extras and stuff like that, but we have just two actors in the whole film. So even when we have extras, we did the blocking such their faces don't show, So yeah, just two actors, two main actors, and at the end we have another version of them. Let's say in child form. So total 4 actors, 2 mature actors and 2 kid actors. At the end.
Okay. No, yeah. I can see the whole background. I mean, I've been a background actor myself, so yeah, I've been in commercials, but you can't see me, So it happens. They just need somebody in the backdrop. But but yeah, bro. I mean, it's all funny. It's all great. I mean, when it comes to the film, like you said, I mean, there had to have been some pressure, because of course I think that's when the best things come out. When people are under pressure, and it's like, okay, you know what, this is what needs to get done. How long did you guys have to film?
21 days was the first principal photography stage, and then run out of funds, like even worse than that. I was greatly in debt, couldn't even pay rent, so I had to go back to my hometown in Romania. But again, like you said, just now, that worked for me, because the end, I couldn't get like the location here in Athens. Maybe it's not that popular there, but here one of the main stories in the summer in Europe, that Athens, they always have like huge wildfires, like I know you guys have in California. So there's literally no forest here, and the location for the end with the kids and stuff, like you guys can see in the teaser, with the scene with nature, I need a forest, and there's literally no forest here. So that worked for me. So 21 days here for like the main part of the film, and then I had let's say 4 more days in for the end, which was filmed a whole year after the first part. So 25 days total.
And you guys are still working on this, right? I mean, you still have to go back and reshoot a few scenes, maybe?
No. So the current stage is post production, and that's why I'm doing like this, social push, because, like I said, I ran out of funds a while ago, went broke like 3 or 4 times already, trying to do this film. So now I'm in Athens. I have like the whole post production team ready, which many of the people are the same one that were from the actual crew. Like the sound engineer is the same guy who recorded the sound on set, and so on. And we're just waiting to see how like this Kickstarter campaign is going. Like you probably saw, we launched like this Kickstarter campaign. So that's the plan now. See how that goes, and based on that, I see what my options are to actually finish the film and go put it in the best possible post production process. That's why I when you mentioned CGI rain, I was like, okay, that's right now I'm worrying about the main basic edit, and then CGI later. Yeah.
No, for sure, man. And I get it. I mean, when it comes to indie film, I mean, a lot of people right away think, low budget, mini budget. It's just, I mean, there's got to be money to make things happen, especially in the bigger, get more pop and more things going on. Now, when it comes to the cast, did you do any casting for your actors?
Yes. So that I really felt the need, and I'm gonna keep doing this. I didn't even have the script before I started casting. And so I just posted a casting call on one of the European casting websites. And this guy, I saw Niels Nadolny, German actor born in Berlin, that had like his profile on that website. And I was like, okay, this guy fits. I'm going to message him tomorrow because it was really late. And he actually messaged me during the night, by seeing the casting call. So, and yeah, since then, I just, it was a whole, not a whole year actually, just like about 8 months before we actually shot. We lived together for like a bunch of time, rehearsing and trying to get him into the character, because he needed, like, the character is very ascetic. He needed like lots of work. It's has a very specific type of energy, very low energy. So he worked, for lots of months to get to that level of very intense and low energy. So yeah, we did that. He was for sure like the best option for the character, just fitted all around. And when it comes to his co-star, let's call it, like the other main character, the female painter, the young female painter, it was the exact opposite. We found her just a month before the shooting. We kept even like flying in people together. And I'm gonna go in here because it's tied together. Like I mentioned, like we even flew. So we started to do this thing and try to get like a filming crew in Barcelona, Spain. Around there's like a pretty big film scene, and we just couldn't get things going. And at one point, this Greek actress from Athens flew in to cast for the role of Sarah, the female painter. And she was like, if you guys can get things going, she's quite big here. And like I did the theater scene, I have some like contacts, to maybe I can hook you up with the producer if you decide to move. So after a few months, I just gave up, moved just with my car to Athens, and arrived here. And she just ghosted me, like she made me move countries. And then she was just like, but to be fair, she had some like personal problem. It's all good. But yeah, that's how, and again, it proved to be, after a few months of more work and pushing, it proved to be like, the right call. Like I found the perfect team here. So so that's like some aspects of the casting story. Yeah.
Man, and that's pretty tough, man. I mean, especially after having done all that work, and for them to just kind of disappear like that, man, that's not cool.
Again, she said she has personal problems, so it's no hard feelings, so maybe it was actually serious. Yeah.
No, no, I hear you, man. And I mean, that happens, you know. I mean, in the indie world, like I said, I mean, I've been involved here in the U.S. I mean, for the most part, I've shot like twice outside the state, but you know, people just don't show up. People decide they don't want to. I mean, it's just, you know, it's everybody's choice. But the fact that, you know, the show must go on. I mean, a lot of times, you know, you have to pick with what you have and keep going. You know, and the fact that you were able to make that happen and you guys are still
Mhm.
going at it, man, that's pretty great. It's a good thing.
Yeah, lots of luck involved, but also, I mean, yeah, I mean, basically that's luck, finding the right people and finding the right combination of people. Yeah, you know how it is. Like, it's not just putting things in order to have all the pieces. They all need to actually work together perfectly, like a well-oiled machine for like the whole shooting period. Otherwise, you know, huge problems. But so that was. Especially, you know, I had like the least experience from set. Everybody had feature film experience. I didn't. So that's, yeah, that's that was the main secret ingredient to make it work.
No, you see, and that's true. I mean, there's a lot of times, especially, I mean, filming here locally. I mean, the chances of me running into people I've worked with is pretty high because I mean, a lot of the same group, the same crew, are in the same. You know, everybody's jumping on different projects, so it's always great when you run into somebody that you know because the chemistry's there. You kind of relax, and it's a lot easier for myself and others, I'm sure, that to get into character. But when there's people that don't know each other, I mean, that's kind of where the communication has to start. You know, they need to start talking ahead of time. That way, they can kind of zinc in, and you know, when it's time to go, they can actually portray that on screen. You know, because that's one of the big things that kind of catches my eye when I watch a movie. I can see the chemistry and the actors. And a lot of them, you know, come to find out they've acted, they worked together in press projects. And I said, okay, well, that's what it was. You know, they were cool, and it just kind of flow. You know, it flows
Mm.
pretty smooth.
Yeah, I mean, we also went. We tried to like build that chemistry. That's why both actors came to Athens, and we had a little more than a month of like live rehearsals on set. So yeah, we had also time to build that chemistry and to experiment, you know, with acting and all that. That's I think that's also like important. Yeah.
No, and let me ask you. I mean, for yourself, I mean, this is your first film, so of course, you know, I mean, there's more coming, but I mean, you want to get over this hurdle. I mean, it's whether are you waiting to see what happens with this one before you decide to keep going? Or are you already planning more work for next year, the following year, and so forth?
I'm not part of the industry, so I don't have like a schedule. Like, this is the film. Hopefully, is gonna get me in the industry. But yeah, I mean, the plan is for sure to hit like the film festival circuit. It's just right now, again, don't have a final cut right now. I'm focusing a lot on this like historic campaign. Have some help, have like a team of volunteers. We put like lots of materials together. If anybody wants to check out, we can probably link them the Instagram and stuff like that. We have tons of reels and stuff like that. So this is the main thing right now. And yeah, depends on this, gonna make the decisions. But for sure, want to go in the film festival circuit, and then yeah, probably look for distribution and that whole thing. And yeah, when it comes to making films, I'm ready to go. I have 7 scripts that I dream about every day.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, it's inspiration is the least of my problems for sure. And probably for most filmmakers, actually, yeah, it's about the other side of
No, yeah,
the
yeah. I
spectrum.
mean, I've been, you know, we usually go location scouting, and it's like, you know, this every time I've done it with a director, we go out there and drive around. They're like, man, there's a spot I keep seeing. I want to go check it out, and we go out there, and they're like, man, this is perfect. You know, just trying to get permission, or you know, get the scheduling right to go, you know, go out there and finish the film, or jump in the project. But I mean, yeah, when it comes to budget, I mean, that's always the biggest thing. You know, I know in the indie world here locally, for the most part, people use other people's locations, other people's stores. You know, they kind of um, work together and give them that exposure. You know, they plug them in when it comes to social media, so it kind of helps out in the way of advertising. But you know, but I mean, getting like what you're saying, like getting things done. I mean, of course, you mentioned people flying over to be on the film, and I'm thinking, okay, well, how far apart was everybody from where you were filming at?
Oh no! So everybody was from Athens except me and the two main actors. The Josephine Winkler is the female actor who plays Sarah. She's from Lisbon, Portugal, and the other guys, Niels is from Germany. So yeah, they otherwise everyone was local. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Um,
okay.
that's how the team was formed. I tried for many months. The team kept falling apart. Like the director of photography got a deal to shot commercials. The initial assistant, my assistant, got a deal, got the opportunity to work like with the bigger director. So things keep falling apart. But yeah, I just got like this right person. I think it was Nikos, like my final AD, and he contacted the director of photography who he knew, so it just like came together. And the director of photography, a very good experienced production manager, so it just like everything materialized like that in an instant after months and months of trying. It just came together by itself. So that was
No, and you see,
great.
and stuff like that. It's unfortunate, because of course it's kind of delaying what you're doing, but at the same time, the fact that they're getting picked up for bigger, promotion. I mean, of course, this is your first film, but getting picked up for bigger, productions and whatnot. I mean, that's a good thing, right? I mean, that means that they had that skill, and maybe
Yeah.
later on you guys can work together again, man. But I mean, it's just unfortunate on your end because of course you have to keep postponing and waiting for that team. But now that you guys are locked in and ready to go, man, that's great.
Yeah. Again, couldn't have asked for a better progress, better situation. Again, especially because I didn't really knew what I was doing. So having like the right people with the right experience to fill in for me was it was the right thing for sure.
And let me ask you, I mean, what was it that got you to want to make a film? Because of course, I mean, this is your first film. I mean, was it something that being younger, were you kind of like, man, I want to do this, I want to try this?
So if we would be to go like from the real beginning, the educational system from where I'm from, like Eastern Europe, is not very focused on the arts, So I didn't even knew I can study film till like this educational consultant from UK came and told us that you can study in UK for free and stuff like that. And then I had another consultation meetings with her. And originally I want to study criminology. Why? Because of True Detective, So my mind was not even making the connection because I really want to make films, not to be to have like the actual job from the TV series. And then I just asked her, what about film? Can you study that? And she said, oh yeah, there's like film schools. And that's basically how I found out. Oh yeah, so you can do film. But obviously the passion was always there. I was always the film guy from my group, like and specifically this film again is very personal. Like the main character doesn't have a name actually on screen. In the script his name is just A, so I'm Alex, so you can guess who he is. So it was like, which again it's part of my philosophy of like, you can only do a film, at least like an art film, like from a subject you really know intimately. So that's why I went with this idea. Like I knew I know what is about, and I can put it on screen, like the real stuff behind the symbolism and the narrative. Yeah.
And let me ask you, I mean, you keep saying this on a personal note. So I mean, where does how personal this movie is? Well, how personal is this movie? I mean, compared to what like with what's going on with you? I mean, are you kind of like, hey, that's just like 60% accurate or 50% accurate, or is it just a few things that are kind of go with the film?
Also, okay, how to say this? This is kind of foreshadowing, not really a foreshadowing, a projection of a version of what could have happened in my case. Like, it was a breakup, stuff like that happens at this age, basically. So that was the main inspiration, and this is a projection of how these things usually go. Obviously there's lots of other stuff added to it, but yeah, it's really complex. It's has horror elements, lots of drama. We even have like stand-up comedy scene in the film. So you really can't put it in a box. If you know maybe Vincent Gallo, Buffalo 66 type of stuff, like, you know, what's that film about? It's so I just try to call it just art house, you know. So
Yeah.
it's yeah, the story behind it is personal, but that's not the main thing. Like, people are not gonna get the, you know, what is behind it. They're gonna, you know, identify with
I,
what they
I,
understand in the end. Yeah.
no, yeah, yeah, and I say that a lot though. I mean, I do tell people. I mean, a lot of times these films, it's, you know, I depending how you go, what your attitude is going into a film, that's pretty much what you're gonna get out of it. You know, so I mean, depending on how you react, I mean, you know, 100 people might watch this film, and that you're gonna get like 90 different, you know, things that people got from it, you know, because of the actor, the actress, the theme, whatever the case may be, you know. So of course, I'm sure once they see it, they're going to be able to relate to it one way or another. You know, I mean, we've all experienced life. I mean, when it comes to breakups and or anything, you know, it's like, I mean, it's a, you know, it's a cycle of life. You know, we got to keep going, and you know, of course, we don't stop living. So, but yeah, man, I mean, you know, I know one of the things you had mentioned earlier too, before we started, actually, when we were messaging back and forth, I mean, I do cover a lot of horror films, but I mean, I do support indie films, you know, for yourself to jump on here. I mean, this movie does have some horror on it, but I mean, I anybody that's out there making these films happen, you know, I enjoy that, and I appreciate it like everybody does, everybody else, because I mean, you can't. It's like they've told me many times, you can't be an actor if you're not acting, whether it's in film or theater or something, and it makes sense, you know. So you have to make a film to call yourself a filmmaker, right? I mean, that's how it works.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even sure if I'm a director now. Like, when that happens, after I get distribution, after I put it on like a big screen in a film festival. So I'm not sure how that works, but I mean, yeah, the film is made. Maybe probably when you wrap the last shooting day, I guess, or when you have the rough cut. Like, I don't have an answer for that. But yeah, lots of people are stuck with you know, making maybe the same, trying to make the same short, or you know, or something like that.
No,
That's why I just decided to. That's another one of my principles. Like, just do what you feel, and I just felt like, just happened to feel like doing a feature film. So that's you know, how I got there.
no, that's great, man. I mean, I'm excited for you. You know, I mean, of course, you guys still have some work to do when it comes to getting this film out there, but you know, I know you guys have a link tree. So, I mean, for those that are going to be watching, you know, following this, you know, where can they contact you guys at?
On yeah, we have on Instagram everything, the our email, but yeah, just shoot us email on Instagram if you want to support. And yeah, the Kickstarter, the crowdfunding page has like lots of cool rewards, you know, producer credits and so on, but I don't want to be too, you know, too advertising heavy, so I'm not gonna go through like all the rewards. You guys can find it there.
No,
So
yeah.
yeah, but we have like the t-shirts and everything there, and the whole story of the film. There's like very, very cool presentation together with the teaser if anyone wants to rewatch. So yeah, that's our main push right now. So who wants to help can go there, can message if they have any questions. Yeah, we are always around on Instagram.
And let me ask you, when it comes to you writing this, I mean, is there a chance that we might be able to find this in a novel, in a book, sometime, someday?
Oh yeah, so the story of the film is about a writer who's launching a book, and he's searching for a female painter to make some drawings to publish together with the book, you know, like as illustrations.
Yeah.
So I'm actually writing that book
Oh, right.
because again, I'm basically the, you know, the character behind the main character. So yeah, so the book is real, and that was also one of the elements in the film. Like, it's a the first part of the book. It has a collection of poems, original poems, which are in the film, a couple of them, of course, and then there's a collection of essays about you know, more like philosophical concepts, and it's basically a system of belief. It's yeah, a way to see life, basically. People who are into that stuff probably gonna appreciate it. So yeah, it's also one of the rewards in the campaign. So who's into poetry, into you know, into philosophy, for sure, it's would be a good option.
Okay, cool, man. Well, that's good to know. I mean, you know, a lot of times, I mean, I've read plenty of scripts, for a lot of films. I mean, even some that I'm not in. I've had the pleasure of people like send them to me just so I can get a few, a little bit about what's going on before I bring them on. And I mean, reading a lot of these, I'm like, man, they read so well that I'm like, wow, man, they should be, they should be printing these. They should be putting this on paper format as well. I mean, for yourself, is that something that makes sense to be able to put it in on paper format and actually get it out there? Or is it going to be on digital for the book?
Yeah, we're offering the printed version also digital. But the script, so there's no confusion. The script and the book, there's two different things. So the script is not in the book, but if anyone would request the printed version of the script, I guess I can send it out together with other rewards. Well, the tiers are the script is in digital form, like that's always ready. I'm not sure if we offer right now the printed version, but that's easy. That's not a problem. So if somebody would request it, sure, even for free, if anyone would like to just, I don't know, read the script, can contact, and I can just send it out. There's not a problem.
Sweet, man. Well, that's good to know. Well, also, man, I mean, that's one of the things I do appreciate about, when you guys do this, because I know everybody's different when it comes to making films. I mean, some people start with a movie poster, others start with a title. I mean, it just depends. You get your inspiration from everyday life. I mean, the fact that you had this already, you know, in you to make, I mean, it makes sense, but I mean, of course, you added other features, it's not like you said, it's not just about you. I mean, it is a story. So once it gets out there, what I wanted to ask was, how long is this film gonna run? I mean, what are you looking at? Like an hour and a half?
So right now I have a rough cut of about 1 hour 55. So it's almost 2 hours with credits and everything. So quite long. And I even cut like entire section, and it's still long. Didn't fit the narrative, and it didn't for pace. So yeah, I was always afraid. I have like this. I don't know. I guess the perfectionist in me is like, oh, hopefully it's not like under 1 hour and 20 minutes, because that would be considered a short feature. And when I saw, okay, it's easily almost 2 hours. So yeah, happy with that,
No, you
just
see,
like I liked for the book to not be under 200 pages. I just have these fixations, I guess. Yeah.
no, and you see, and that's another question I always ask people. I mean, what would be considered a short film? Some people had told me anything, can be from 5 minutes to 45 minutes. Other have said an hour or less. But I mean, for me, it's always been, for me, I personally always thought it was under an hour and a half. So it's just, but I guess it just depends on the person.
That's I think it basically depends on the festival. Like festivals basically dictate this. So some of them have I don't know, even consider a feature even something above 30 minutes. But yeah, I'm not sure. Like these things all always change. It just depends on the festival and whatever is the criteria. I'm not sure what's the official one, or if there's like or if there's an official one. Yeah. It depends on the type of distribution deal you get on the platform. So yeah, I would say 1 hour and a half. That's kind of long. I saw like lots of, especially independent, because people often have to cut big sections from them because of reasons. Let's just call it. They often get close to an hour, like an hour and 20. Like I saw lots of them at 1 hour 20, 1:15. You can find lots of features, independent features on YouTube and stuff like that. So it's, I don't know, more than an hour, I think kind of feels like a feature. Like you can fit a narrative feature when it comes to complexity in about an hour. I think that's would be the minimum.
No, for sure. And my question also, I mean, going to editing, I mean, because of course this is still I mean, you guys are still working on this, but after, I mean, that is what you're looking at as far as the time frame. You're going to be sticking with an hour and 55.
Yeah. That's there's nothing else to cut, only to add. So yeah, that's going to be the final running time, close to 2 hours.
Oh, that's good, man. I mean, for me, I mean, I've always said, I enjoy movies. I mean, I go to the theaters. I mean, whether it's here streaming or watching physical media, I'm a big fan. But for me, yeah, it's like if anything's over an hour and a half, I think of it as a novel. For some reason in my head, I'm thinking like, man, it's got to be written like a book. Like it's got to be good enough to where it just keeps you captivated, keeps you wanting to keep watching. So of course, the fact that it's going to be close to 2 hours, man. I mean, that's great, man. Looking forward to this. Now, is this going to be on physical media? Are you guys like thinking far ahead
Oh
as
yeah,
far as?
we're offering Blu-ray in the rewards also. We're offering
Oh,
T-shirts, Blu-rays, the book, physical. So we have lots of physical media stuff. Even we have some very cool posters made by independent artists. Like, wants to check it out, they're like really good. Might be even final poster material. So yeah, offering the Blu-ray also.
that's cool, man. No, I know. I mean, like I said, we've been talking on social media. I mean, on Instagram for one thing for a good while. Back and forth. I mean, timing. I know we're on different time zones. I'm here get about to get my day going, man. You guys, I
Oh,
think
yeah.
what time is it? Like 10 o'clock right now.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And let me ask you, when it comes to Monday through Friday, I mean, what is it that you do during the week, or is it just right now production?
Uh, well, I'm like fully committed to the craft. So I just read, watch films. I'm lucky to be able to do that. And right now, again, we're just waiting to see what's going to be the final financial push to see at what level we can execute the post production. So right now, that's what I'm waiting for. To see how this goes. And otherwise, just researching, working on the book is not fully finished yet. The one we were just talking about. So yeah, just planning stuff. Filmmaker stuff.
The life, huh? No, man. And let me ask you. I mean, of course, for yourself. I mean, when it comes to, I mean, growing up. I mean, you said you always wanted to film or to have something to do with that. But I mean, when it comes to creativity, I mean, were you a photographer? I mean, a writer, of course. But I mean, did you do anything else trying to just get those vibes going?
No, that's the thing. The atmosphere in Eastern Europe, in general, is not very creative, artsy one. So you're always very constricted. So and I'm not the way how I see things. This is just how I express myself through film. So I'm not really into. I'm not like a musician or photography. I'm just strictly based on the more intellectual side of the arts, like reading, writing, and being a director. So yeah, those are my main focus. I'm not very active when it comes to doing music or photography, because there's not lots of an encouragement in our culture for stuff like that. We're always like, oh, you have to be go in IT. There's lots of that's the main push here. So yeah, there's not lots of activities, so it's hard to develop yourself when it comes to that. But yeah, never felt the need. I mean, I feel that this is what I'm supposed to do, and this is my right medium to express. So yeah, I don't feel the need to have any other outlets of
No, no, for sure, man. And I mean, well, that's good. I mean, the fact that you actually get to do this to be able to express yourself, get your emotions, yourself out there when it comes to making these films happen, man. I mean, like I said, I'm looking forward to this. I mean, as far as the drop date, I mean, are you guys thinking that far ahead, or is it going to depend on when you stop the Kickstarter? I mean, what are you waiting for? I mean, no finances, but is there a date for that?
Oh, well, I mean, you mean when it's gonna be available to the public, or when we think that we have the final cut and we start the festival run?
Yes.
That, yeah, hopefully this year, hopefully November, something like that.
Okay.
But then it's gonna take a while to get into the festivals and do that whole scheduling and all that. So yeah, not sure when it's gonna be the actual premiere. But the people that want to see the film, the second lowest tier in the Kickstarter gives you like instant access to the right when we have the final cut. You just get a link, so you can actually straight up watch the film in about about a month and a half, something like that. That's the campaign still goes for like 40 more days, so
Right.
around there. So yeah, so that would be the fastest if anybody's interested.
No, no, for sure, and that's one of the things too, because of course, when it comes to the film festivals, I mean, that's a lot of it is the opportunity for me, for myself, like to watch films I would never see, because it's going to take a while. I mean, a lot of them stay in the film festival for a few weeks, a few months, and
Mhm.
if you want to see it early, then yeah, go support these film festivals and the films that are in there, man.
Yeah, and this is also lots of them hard to discern which one is the right one. So yeah, that's also going to be another part of my learning curve. I mean, I did the whole pre-production without much assistance, the shooting, and now the whole post-production and distribution side of things is just a new thing after new thing. So yeah, lots of learning, but it's not that type of learning when you learn from mistakes. So far I could like avoid the big mistakes that would affect the film or something like that. So yeah, lucky when it comes to that. So yeah, not sure what comes with the festivals, but probably gonna figure out like a good strategy to get it out there.
No, no, for sure. And now, of course, I mean, you said physical media. I mean, like you said, the Blu-ray is already available when it comes to the Kickstarter. But when it comes to the company that's going to be in charge of putting that out there, man, I mean, are you guys thinking like outside the country? I mean, are you guys going to use somebody local, somebody in the country or outside?
To make the Blu-ray.
Like to get the film out there, like say if you guys decide to stream. I mean, of course, there's different outlets out there for you guys to stream in. So, like, are you thinking that far ahead? I mean, as far as like what you're going to be using?
I have some meeting schedules with potential producers and stuff like that. Hopefully, I can eventually get one of them attached to help me figure out all that, like with distribution and stuff like that. But if not, the plan is just do the film festival circuit and see what's up, and then there's like distribution markets are there, so I can potentially do all this on my own, but I'm pretty confident. I mean, some people already saw the rough cut, only got positive reviews, and it just works. So the title is there, the marketing is there, the quality is there. So yeah, I don't worry too much when it comes to distribution. Nice. But I don't know much about it. I know I just had like 2 days ago 1.5 hour crash course with the ex producer from I mean, mostly distributor from UK, and he said that the only business that it's worse than the film business, like distribution side of things, is the music one. So I don't know what to expect. Like we all know like the horror stories and stuff like that. So we'll see. But I'm not motivated when it comes to financially. I know I'm not here to make money. Again, even like this Kickstarter, I launched it because I literally can't finish the film. Like I just need like a final push. So it's gonna go in the film. It's not gonna go to my actual bank account. So not too worried about that. My main objective is to get my name out there and to end the film, and hopefully that's gonna open the door to get like the budget for the next one. So that's obviously like like every filmmaker's goal.
No, for sure, man. And I mean, you mentioned earlier, I mean, when it comes to where you're at now as far as the country, I mean, there's not much room for creativity like that. So how is the local support? I mean, do you have, I mean, obviously the people involved in the film, but are there others out there like yourself that are like helping each other? I mean, are you guys like kind of helping each other along the way?
I mean, it's like everywhere, basically. Here in Athens, I would recommend anyone to, even many US productions comes to Athens, they have like a huge rebate program, like tax rebate for films, like 40%. So it's a hotspot. But yeah, that's pretty much everywhere. Like everyone, I keep saying that everybody's like, a bunch of ants that found a piece of cake. So they don't want to alert the other ants because, the piece of cake is going to be actually gone. Yeah. Especially now with AI and stuff like that, and the piece of cake is getting smaller anyways, like the crumbs and stuff like that. So I think it works the same everywhere. It depends who you know, and that person, if he gets into a project and he needs what you do, the role is not filling in that project, is going to invite you to fill that role. So it works that way everywhere.
Oh yeah. I mean, I can relate. I mean, especially as an actor, here in the States. I mean, it's a lot of it is networking. But yeah, I mean, there's a group of people that I mean, I help everybody. When people are like, "Hey, I'm looking for an actor. I'm looking for this," and I think of people that I've worked with, of course, because I know them, and I'm like, "Hey, give them a heads up." But there's a circle of us that kind of like share. There's a casting call. There's something. They need somebody, and we just kind of keep each other informed just to stay busy, because it's one thing for us to want to be an actor, but, we don't have projects to jump on. I mean, it's kind of like, well, we're not getting any practice, it's just the more projects, the better. But yeah, man, I mean, it's gotten better here locally. I mean, I know there's a lot of filmmaking here in San Antonio. I mean, Texas in general, it's like a hot commodity. I mean, a lot of the California has moved down here. A lot of the productions have came down here to Texas. So it's just getting bigger. But there's a lot of opportunities popping up left and right, man. And I just hope it doesn't stop. I mean, I've been enjoying it. Jumping on commercials, jumping on episodes, and local indie films been great. So, I'm rooting for you guys, man. I mean, I'm rooting for everybody that's out there. I get to work with or talk to, or even just be able to help out one way or another. But with this film, I do wish you the best of luck, man. I mean, I hope everything goes well, and it catapults you into the next step. Because like you said, you don't know if you can call yourself a director now, but I mean, you're doing it. I could be talking about making films and never do one, and it's like you're out here doing it, man. So definitely, you have my respect, bro.
Yeah, and who knows? Maybe we can even collaborate on an actual set. I'm planning my next film in the US. It's called a Midwest emo mixtape. It's based in that. I don't know if you know that subculture, like the Midwest with the small towns and isolated places, and any of that subgenre of music. That I have something like cooking with that vibes, with that isolated story, Requiem for a Dream, drug story combined. Like I think would work really well for that Midwest area of the US. I'm very deeply entrenched into the American culture, so I think I can pull it off. Even maybe I don't sound like like one of you guys, but my mind works on the American frequency. Like I'm on YouTube, and everything is American.
I was gonna say I don't even sound like that, man. I mean, I'm right there with you, bro. But yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, a lot of the culture, of course, when it comes to pops up the top of my head. There's fighters. George St. Pierre from Canada. I mean, he said he learned how to speak English watching action movies. So that's how he talked. And it's like, okay, well, I mean, he was part of that culture, and he just wanted to come out here and fight and be a movie star, and which he is. So it's just. But that's great, man. I mean, if you guys do, or if you do decide to come out here, by all means, bro. I mean, there's a lot. I mean, when it comes to the Midwest, I've been able to shoot out there in Indiana. Great team out there, man. And it's just there's a lot of. I mean, here in Texas in general, dude, there's still parts of Texas that I have not seen. That's how big the state is. But I mean, there's still a lot of the U.S. I haven't been able to see, and I'm looking. I'll be traveling a lot more next year for film. So maybe yours will be one of them, man. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, we all know like the joke. You drive for like 12 hours in Texas, and you're still in Texas. If I drive for 12 hours, I'm literally in the other part of Europe. Can get to the UK in 12 hours. So I think Texas is about the same size as Europe. And yeah, about the Midwest part of the US, I feel it's underutilized when it comes to filmmaking. Yeah. I feel there's lots of fake Midwest films with that vibe, but it's in some like LA suburb or something like that. So I want to do one in the heart of the Midwest to actually have that feeling of isolation and kind of deserted. Everybody feels to like the main city. So yeah, I think that's underutilized, and lots of people also have that in common, that feeling of leaving their hometown, their small hometown, and leaving that behind. So there's lots of feelings I think there, and you guys have all those like hundreds of thousands of towns that are dying. They look like basically the old towns in from westerns that you just have like that haystack running towards the middle of them. So yeah, I like that. I think can be like a really powerful film done in that type of environment. Yeah.
No, yeah. I mean, I agree. I mean, even like I said, like here in Texas, I mean, there's small towns. Like going in from here to Austin, you go to small towns, and it's like you get that small town feeling. Small shops, small stores, mom and pop shops. I mean, we got them here in the city as well, but it's just you get that small time feel, and there is a lot of seclusion. You drive for an hour with nothing. There's houses and stuff, but there's like nothing else going on. But the Midwest for sure, man. I mean, there's a lot of indie films, filmmakers out there that I've been able to interview, and I think they have it because they have it made because of that. They get that opportunity to film in somebody's property in the middle of nowhere, and there's a river, there's houses, abandoned houses, whatever the case. But it's a great thing, and yeah, bro. I mean, if you come out here and make that happen, man, for sure. Is that something you're looking at like in a year span, or how long before you make that move?
Again, that doesn't really depends on us. It all depends on the producer and the budget. So if I launch this one and I can get like an American contact and he can get me the budget, I'm obviously gonna jump on it. So obviously. But if I get the opportunity if the producer says, okay, I can get you something, get you a budget, but you have to make it in Europe, then I'm not gonna say no, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's also my creativity. Maybe that's also like an advantage to be multinational. I don't know, to have like a multinational mentality, because I can literally do a film in Poland, in US, in Russia. My ideas could fit like I have ideas for like every environment, so
Right.
that might work for me, because there's not maybe that's not like the most I don't have like the biggest chance to jump straight to the US. You guys also have like 6, 7, 8 times the production costs. I keep mentioning to people that when they ask like what's my budget, and I say it, and I always mention that, okay, but you know that in order for you in America to do this, you will need like 5, 6, 7, 8 times more the money. So that's that's also the thing.
No, no, yeah, for sure. I mean, the budget out here is crazy. I mean, I think somebody was talking about the other day, like for an indie film, there were like close to like $1 million, and I'm like, damn. You're thinking that's a lot of money, but when you see the main films,
Mhm.
the big films out there with 50 million, they're throwing money on this like it was on fire, man. So I mean, the fact that you guys get to make it happen with what you have, that's pretty great, man.
Yeah, I mean, you just have to think about rent in whatever, New York or something, 3 to 4K, here 3 to 400. So that's the economic zone. So that's what's about. That's why lots of you guys come and do your productions in Greece, especially. I heard lots of TV series and stuff like that. Yeah.
No, yeah, yeah, and I hear about that all the time. I'm not in any of them yet, but yeah, I hear they're filming, filming outside the country. I mean, here in Texas as well, because in California, the film it costs a lot more to get them done, so they get them done here in Texas or everywhere else outside of LA, and make it happen. But I mean, the fact that you're looking to make that jump and get that going, man, I definitely like I said, I'm rooting for you, bro. I hope everything goes well and everything goes your way, and you're able to pick up somebody to be able to help you make that happen. Of course, my man. I
Yeah.
wanted to ask you this one before we wrap this up, bro. Now, tell us
Mhm.
the synopsis tell us a story about this film. Of course, I'm going to show the trailer after we're done, but tell us what this film is about.
So yeah, it's about a writer that's searching for. He's about to launch a book, and he's searching for a female painter. Well, not doesn't have to be female, but it happens to be a female painter to make some drawings to publish together with his book. And a relationship develops between them that's really weird, really lots of horror elements, and I don't know, stressful in a way, intense. And yeah, that's again, the film is weird. That's what it can be described. And then there's lots of elements. For example, you guys are gonna see in the teaser the last scenes with the kids. That's, I like to call that its own separate short film. So it's a hard film. It's a film that's hard to put in in a short synopsis, but that's the main story. It's between these two people, and they go through this adventure, and then there's a decision at the end that's quite intense, and there's a very intense scene at the end. So find out. But we have lots of visuals on our socials on the Kickstarter. So who wants to see what is about it's you can get lots of clues. But even from the teaser, like the main thing we get, it's okay, I saw the teaser, I still don't get what it's about. So it's it's just one of those films. You can put it in a teaser, you can put it in a synopsis. It's just my bad, I can describe it better, but it's just the case.
They're gonna have to watch it, man. In other words, right?
Yeah, and even then you can at the end you can say 20 different things about it. But I think that's how I like my film. So there you go.
No, for sure, man. Like I said, I mean, we definitely appreciate that. My man, don't hang up yet, brother. I mean, of course, I'm going to go ahead and show the trailer for everybody that's watching. And of course, Alex, my man, don't hang up after I turn this off, because we're going to be talking a little bit more. But everybody out there, of course, go ahead and enjoy. This is the trailer. Make sure and follow up. Check out the Kickstarter, and of course, support. Give me a minute, and we're going to get this going.